have a chance of beating Homestead. They're a pretty good team. They have two players that we're a little more worried about that we're going to try to corral. And if we can keep them from scoring too much, and if we are shooting well, we should have a good chance. We always are trying to hold them to about 30 or 40 points because that's about all that we can handle. Like I said, if we are playing, the one girl's really good. If we can keep the buck girl from getting some wide open shots.
Jay County. Roll that calendar, it's another day. Today is February 5th, 2013. The month of February is National Heart Health Month. One great way to show you have a healthy heart is a healthy diet. Keep eating plenty of those fruits and veggies. Your heart will love it. Also today, there are a couple other important things to celebrate as well.
Today only, you can get a free stack of hotcakes from any IHOP restaurant. Why? Today is National Pancake Day, of course.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's also National Weatherman Day. But it looks like Darren and Tyler have some news about the Pacers. Let's send it over to them to find out more.
Thanks, guys. The boys swim team won 11 of 12 events at the Muncie Southside Pool. James Keene and Josh Likens led the way with a pair of individual wins. Willis Diver won his first event of the year, and Mitchell Ridgey won again in the diving competition. Also, Cody White won the 100 fly, and Shelby Wendell won the breaststroke. Jay also won all three relays, and Josh Likens broke the 1 minute barrier and the 100 backstroke.
And another news from last night, our gymnastics team competed with Muncie Central and Richmond as it was our girls taking the win. Katie Snyder's placed first in vault, beam, and bar. Stacia Smith placed third in vault, bars, and floor. In another news, Indiana moves to the number 1 spot after their victory over Michigan.
Also in the NBA, the Pacers beat the Bulls last night, 111-101. It was David West who led the Pacers with 29 points, and Paul George added 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And in college basketball, Notre Dame fell to Syracuse. Syracuse was led by C.J. Fair, who had 18 points and 10 rebounds. Jeremy Grant added a season high of 14 points. The final score was 63-47.
Also come out and support our Lady Patriots tonight in their sectional game at 7:30 at Homestead. And Thursday night our boys will travel to Delta, and that game will start at 6. Well, that's all we have, so let's send it back to our host.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pretty good year for sports in Indiana, if you ask me. Well, Sunday at 2 p.m., the Jay County Pool is all yours. Stop by during the community swim. It is only $2 per person.
Well, here's more on that from Anthony.
Thanks, guys. The 5-year-old boy that was being held in an underground bunker by a creepy 65-year-old man was rescued last night. The boy has Asperger's syndrome and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. His birthday is this Wednesday, so at least he was rescued before his birthday. In other news, the Austrian skydiver that fell at 843.6 miles per hour, which is 1.25 times the speed of sound, has become known as Fearless Felix. The altitude of the leap was 127,852 feet. That's 248 feet lower than original estimates. That's all I got, so let's send it back to the host.
That's pretty exciting.
Even without that 248 feet.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to French and all of its plentiful members are going ice skating at Headwater Park in Fort Wayne on Friday, February 8th. Permission slips are on the door as well as in the classroom.
Yes. Well, it looks like Brooke has some news about the Super Bowl again, so let's send it over to her to find out more.
About the Super Bowl.
Thanks, guys. Everyone knows that the Super Bowl commercials have become almost as important as the game itself. The rise of YouTube and social media has only skyrocketed interest. The increased attention and all of the pre-Super Bowl buzz for ads have driven up the costs substantially. Usually, as viewers, we just think about the entertaining enjoyment we get out of them, like the Doritos or the Clydesdale commercials, although we don't realize the money and the effort really put into them. In 2013, the average 30-second spot costs upward of $4 million. That's roughly a 90% increase from a decade ago. Some companies make the most of their money by producing really outstanding and
Represented
memorable
by
commercials
Walter.
that
Together,
resonate with
they're
the public.
perfect.
The best ads earn a permanent place in television history and are rerun countless times long after the game ends. The Clydesdale commercial wins ahead, coming in first, along with the Tide laundry detergent behind it, then the Chrysler, and then the Doritos coming in fourth, then the Chrysler ad for the Jeep at last. Celeb birthdays today are Michael Sheen, who is 44. Well, that's all I have, so let's send it back to the hosts.
Thank you, Brooke.
It is also National Weatherman Day. Did you know that the first forecast was taken 150 years ago from today? It was made by a man named Fitzroy. He made a way to predict the weather using charts and pure knowledge. He realized it was a necessary thing after he saw how many shipwrecks were happening out in the sea.
Yes, but, well, we most certainly thank him, and let's send it over to our very own weatherman, Miss Kelsey, to find out if we can travel out in the sea.
She's a weather lady.
Well, it should be warming up later on in the week, so let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Today we have a high of 32 and a low of 18. Tomorrow we have a high of 29 and a low of 18. Thursday a high of 39, a low of 29. Friday a high of 36, a low of 22. And Saturday a high of 35 and a low of 28. Well, that's all. And today in Jay, we will have some flurries. So let's send it back to Ms. Host.
We can travel out in the sea now. Well, it is now time for the birthdays. And a happy birthday today to Chris Johnson and Seth Lawhorn.
And lunch for tomorrow will be barbecue pork sandwich and applesauce and beans and a cool, refreshing cup of milk.
Well, that's all we have, Jay County.
Later, Jay.